2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. It's a pivotal day coming up for this player on the team. I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have Rich Beam alongside me. And Rich, what do you think of their chances?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
My heart's pounding, my palms are sweaty. Let's see how they play out. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, nice little 25-footer here from him. Outside chance, so it'll be good to hole.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just a 4-footer remaining. Well played.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
He sits in first position. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
You liked that, didn't you? Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Going with the 7. This should play. Outstanding approach shot. What an opportunity to make a birdie. This is a good chance. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. That's a good-looking shot there. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
He's got around 100 yards here.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Teeing off here at the 4th.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
9 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Not a bad line, this. That's signaling your intent. Go and get amongst it early.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Leading by 5 shots after that. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. That's tracking. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for par. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Time to tee off at the 6th.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
Opting for the 5-iron. That's tiny. 13 feet to the cup.
Looking good.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Now 5 shots up after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Left yourself an opportunity.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Looking really good. No, that's too bad. Putting for a par here. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. We've reached the 8th hole. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Not bad. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
That was a gallant attempt. That'll sting a bit. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
He's got this for his part.
On a nice line.
That's a good putt to make, that one. Still in the lead now after that hole. This hole is a par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Well, that's a handy shot. With an elevated approach ahead, they'll have to make sure they've got enough club. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's not the shot they're after.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Great drive. Let's hope that makes it all the way to the surface. Second shot here on the 10th hole. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
And just now, Tiger Woods is coming off a birdie on the last, which will take him to just 2 strokes off the lead. Now a par 5 hole awaits.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Lovely effort, that. And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 2. Putting for birdie. Good stroke. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi-Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
It's just about 3 feet away.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And that's 8 birdies today. Currently in first position. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honor on the hole.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Lining up from around 160 yards. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that's beautifully judged.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, nice looking putt. It's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
That should set up another chance. This putt is from 14 feet.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
If it's up, it could be in. Oh, what a super shot. Leading by 5 shots after that. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
This is looking pretty good in the air. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
This putt for par here. This one's looking good. They're nicely holed. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Good looking shot this. Second shot here on the 17th. Oh, well done. Getting ready to play their third. This putt coming up is for birdie. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Let's head to the final hole of this round.
Tee shot up the hill, fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That's just inside the range.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
And that will do it for this player today.